Greetings of peace, love, and harmony. I am Mandy Samosi, also known as Osun Banke. And today I am here with another video about Osun and her medicine, because I really do feel like she's an Orisha that we downplay significantly. And as someone who's been a practitioner for quite some time, it is just really disheartening to see. So, as always, I have my outline book with me. Just has the outline of my notes of what I'm going to talk about. And, yeah, so let's get started. Today's conversation will be about the womb, our reproductive organs. As I stated with y'all in a previous video, if I had to align Osun with chakras, it will be the sacral and the heart, and how they dance together, right? Because no suffering lives in our heart. But from my experience, when there has been any blockage of the heart, getting our heart to open, that lives in the womb, in the sacral chakra, right? Where our memories are held, where our emotions are stored, where, yeah, and like the memories is water, like sacral chakra is represented by water, and water holds memories, right? And Osun is the river. I like to always say this because she's always depicted as some pretty lady beside the river. And I get that we have personified these things, these deities, and some of them did leave human lives, like certain paths of Osun did leave a human life. But also, and Osun is the river. In her Orisha form, she is the river. And that is water. Water is memories, good place to self-reflect. And that's why we're talking about the womb today. So, in the sacral chakra today. Because I know that there are also men who become, or who are Omo Osun. And oftentimes they're like, wait a minute, how did this happen? Because she's a female Orisha. It's very possible. She governs the reproductive organs, or the sacral chakra is about the reproductive organs. Obatala is an Orisha that we know created all of our heads, so he's really heavy on creation. Osun is about making those things that we're thinking about, that we're wanting to come, bringing those things into reality. Because at the end of the day, you cannot do anything without love. And love is what Osun represents. So without love, nothing can come to fruition that will be healthy for you, that will be sustainable, that will be long lasting, that will be able to multiply and to bring you abundance. You need love. And how are you treating your reproductive organs while we're talking about it? You as the gatekeeper to your portal, who are you allowing in? Are they in alignment? Do you love them? Is it just a skirt situation? Because oftentimes we talk about how women are using their body, and, you know, if they're doing it right, if they're doing it appropriately, but also in, how are you as a man handling that? Like, what are you doing? Who are you allowing it to yourself to enter into? Because remember, thousands of men each year die from going into caves. And men think that because they have this phallus that goes into a vessel, that makes them more powerful, and it does not. So you really need to be also very intentional about who you are allowing access to your reproductive organs as well, because that can cause blockage. Not just emotion, like, first of all, to be able to, and I'm not judging, I've had a promiscuous past, if you will, and from that I know that I definitely had emotional blockage to be able and willing to do some of the stuff I did. I was just like, screw it. I was literally savage before Rihanna ever had the panties, before she ever made the song. Okay, I was outside. So I get it. I get the lifestyle. And from healing and from reconciling that portion of my life, I understood like, oh, that wasn't healthy. And then what I was really doing, I was really afraid of love and trying to masquerade as if I was above love and above wanting love and desiring love, thinking that me sleeping around gave me power. You know, I felt vindicated that because I didn't have to have love to sleep with somebody. That means they didn't have power over me. And it's like, girl, right? So it's like, it's a both type of situation that we really have to deal with. Because when we don't have a healthy relationship with our womb, our reproductive organs, our sacral chakra, we're blocking our flow of abundance, our flow of array, our flow of the ability to be fruitful. And I'm not just talking about children. I'm talking about manifesting the life we truly want to live and getting the things in life that we truly want. Because when we begin to heal, we're going to have to deal with the consequences of the things that we did way back when. All right? So those are things too that I want us to think about when we're thinking about Osun energy. Because we sexualize her a lot. And I know there are a lot of different Odu about her being with this Orisha, that Orisha, blah, blah, blah. And we are not Orisha. We are human beings. And there's a message in her escapades, if you will. And if you're listening, you can learn from her mistakes and learn from the pain and not just say, oh, well, she did it and let me blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, there's lessons in this. The reason why the Odu are the way that they are, structured the way that they are, so that we can learn from this. It's not like the Bible where you have this Jesus figure who was so perfect. The Orisha give us real life examples of what real human beings have experienced, because they were human beings, and how they mastered it so that they then became Orisha. And then we, as human beings, listened to all the mistakes they made and was like, oh, well, they did it, so it's like, no, how did they master it? That's the grace that these stories are trying to provide for us. Remember, grace is not just like, grace is learning something from someone else, learning the wisdom from somebody else, and so you don't have to go through it. That's another way that God shows grace. You see that person over, you see this old dude, you see all these stories, learn from it. You see this elbow, do it, make it. So yeah, that's my TED Talk for today. I'll be back next week, same time. Y'all, you have to like these videos. They are not going to show up in the algorithms. Please like the videos, please.